hit the this it's so cut the so in fact you go and search. Other lands were destroyed by Nepal, the liberal government of the national government. Take the big no. Agent Orange was deported much of North Vietnam. The result of the Calcans. Blood in the Mediterranean. Americans used tons and tons of Agent Orange. One of the most destructive chemicals to find just to defoliate the forest where they this was too high. And also look at what's happening now in Gaza. If you follow, you look at the news. Even the news, you look at the BBC, they don't show the actual difference. Gaza is just built environment, but there are groups, gardens, where people get their only, you know, the Middle East very well. The Netanyahu spreading the idea of spreading because systematically destroying the ecosystem. Including the human beings, even the macros were destroyed because they use depleted uranium. And some of the medical issues which today are related to the sector of the environment. And then also, when the Second World War broke out, there was rubber in Brazil, in the Brazilian province. What's the war led by the US and Britain and France invaded, but not invaded military, but descended from the Amazon for rubber trees. But so as they exploited, the rubber trees almost got out of, were almost extinct. You know the rubber, you know how they remove rubber? When they depleted that, they moved to the forests of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and much of India. Go research it. Some of the no forests, no rubber trees suffer terrible because of pollution. Chemicals in the natural environment are all the hazards. That's true. So, also, toxic explosives and harmful chemical substances. From the Second World War, First World War, they are still affecting the environment. Now, if you follow the news, many animals are going to extinction. Elephants in Africa, you go to Kenya, you see this. What the Mau happened in Kenya, the British was deliberately to start the Mau rebellion, destroyed farmlands, uprooted trees, poisoned. I don't know why you are the specialist. I don't know why it poison waters and make the ground just to win the war was in Mama. Some part of nature is recovering on top of that. Sometimes nature can withdraw after the conflict. So, in the Korean War, the war led to the creation of South and North Korea. Who are researching? General, what's the very terrible person systematically destroyed all crops, poisoned the waters, and make sure that the trees were cut down or they are born with the napalm. It's a bomb. It's like a fire. It's a bomb with a set of fire. And trees, even trees in the body system would be destroyed. Which is what the idea is that the competent must not have access to food to stop them. But the results of the destruction of the environment. So, let's look at this world with Russia and Ukraine. But I'm sorry, let's be honest, I support Russia. But I told that when I was critical of the way the Russia uses the FA bomb, maybe you should research it. The FA bomb, the top bomb, it's made of uranium. It's active. It's very close to nuclear bomb. I was not using so instead of nuclear maybe to destroy no. But the Russians destroyed if you look at the geography or the map of Ukraine, it's one of the largest countries in Europe, where it is the largest exporter of wheat. If you will research whatever Russia accepts, The Russians destroyed the wheat fields, brought in raiders, uprooted, the one of the fertile soil, black soil. Russians destroyed all that, so the local raiders, and then the ropes. What had the connection between the Russians? The Red was to run from the roads. Russia will drop the bomb, and you can see highly forested place become just the then you look at the research and that lake is the Bolivia. The Americans claim that have might was the first way here, Russia, but actually the Ukrainians sprayed the lake. But I had some pictures of ducks and fishes just for air. And flooded at the bottom down, or something like that has happened. We said of blood kill many people, all people also. So let me point that to say that the human the environment, something important, is very, very big. So arrive at the metaphysical condition that we human beings are the most destructive agents in the natural world. We human beings. Okay, people say, here's another example, a small one. I used to go to Yezawa to see that a friend of mine was living there, but the global out there. If you remember, there were trees planted in the 1960s. It's red trees with giant, what do you call them? I think they are mahogany, right? What are they? See what happened from Elkaba, Uganda, those trees were almost 40, 50 years. It was a land they were cut down. You know what you did? People were doing planks, wooden planks to sell it. And the trees, there was one tree that I stopped to look at, and I was looking with the engineer of this child for hundreds of years. Some birds had taken a beach in that tree with their young. So it was full of nuts. It was cut down, and the Chinese engineer didn't bother. It was brought down. So and now if there's going to be a road anywhere, even outside the environment. So in Namibia and Angola, what Jonathan was going to go against the government of Angola. What did he do? Sabine and his forces went and killed all the elephants, destroyed because they were using it for meat, lions, even other animals. Any animal, any wild animal that you imagine, Sabine is destroyed and brainless because of the war. Examples can suffice. There are many examples I can point out. For example, now, if a war breaks out, the best thing is to bomb oil refineries, oil reserve installations. Recently, people in Ukraine bombed a Russian oil depot and set off a chemical reaction that affected many people. Asthmatics died before they had chemical. Contamination of water is a key thing in war. Women of oil refineries. Pollutants everywhere. You can see, I've got the example of the Gulf War. America, in Syria, before Assad was dethroned, the Americans bombed our oil depot that literally destroyed a small town, a settlement, an ancient settlement in what was then part of this Mesopotamia, Iraq, and Syria. And wars also led to the looting of museums and natural artifacts produced by people from the natural environment. The impact of wildlife is terrible of wildlife. Also, in war, now, even during the Second World War, Hitler, the Russians themselves, ordered the extraction of chemicals, extraction of resources to build that displays natural world, displays animals, displays plants, ecosystem were destroyed. The ecological niches all around the world were affected by war in a very negative sense. So, I mentioned the example of Vietnam. The appetite and so on was still affecting people. Bring back cancers, and so on. And look at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. What the US dropped off of these two towns, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. What happened there? A single of black cities that had existed for 1,000 years. And the inhabitants, though they escaped, still have inhabitants. Even now, you research it. Japan is facing demographic crisis. Their women are not giving birth. Now they are thinking of some people, but there are a lot of, that's what they had. They also have a lot of problem with kids that are born, free kids with cancer, and so on and so forth. So contamination, you can see the contamination everywhere. Let's look at the Biafran War. Well, what the federal forces did, you remember, the federal forces on the Nigeria or the federal side, we say, really caused famines, cut down forests, destroyed ecosystems simply because of the act of war. And one of the reasons that some my Igbo brothers, Professor Insuka, told me was that they hated Olo because Olo said the best weapon of war was starvation, starving the Biafrans. So food sources were destroyed, fishes, lakes, and so on were polluted or destroyed in that war. And some of the erosions you see in southeast Nigeria were not natural erosions. There are a lot of napalm, NAP, napalm. Napalm is the precursor to the Russian FAB bomb. If you drop it, it creates a crater. And the crater might go on to collapse because of the geology of the place. So some of the erosions you hear in the southeast, they are not naturally occurring. They were triggered by human intervention in bombing, in the intervention of war materials to create the condition for